Right, so this one is more like a part 2.
Yeah.
Because we had people interested in the last topic that we done, which was about the way a mother's love or lack of can impact her son. So we switch it around and we do the mother's love impacting a daughter. So
I think you have to lead with that.
Yeah.
You are the woman.
Yeah.
fair enough. Again, like I said with the last one, I think that the way a mother loves or the lack of love impacts their child, period. With a woman or having a daughter, for me, if I speak from my own experience, I wouldn't say that I have a lack of love or that I've had a lack of love. Again, we could go back into this whole understanding of what love is and your concept of it, but my version of love between myself and my mum, I feel was healthy, balanced with whether it be discipline, affection, understanding, knowledge, a whole package of things, not just the whole, as you said, not the hugs and the kisses and the this and the that. It was everything encompassed. As I've got older and I've become my own person, it has changed. Well, I'd say it's altered, but I think that's more to do with me becoming a woman within my own right, and then just the natural differences between women being within a close-knit space. So I don't know whether to say it's the love, but then there's the love on my end sometimes prevents me. I don't know whether to say love or just respect. Prevents me from maybe saying or doing things a certain way that I might feel. So I will now try to put it in a lighter way, or I'll think, okay, because I love and respect my mum, I'm not going to do, or I'm not going to do it like, I'm not going to say. So it has that impact on things. And then because of the way I feel about things, now I'm conscious about my daughters. So I try to find a way that gives them the space to know that if they have issues or they want to talk to me, they can as well. So for me, it's kind of a trend carried on, but I also go off of my own experience, but then I talk to them about how they feel, I treat them, and so they're happy and open. My eldest is more than confident to come and say to me, well, I feel this, or I feel I need more of this kind of thing. So for me, that's my love language with her is a bit different to my love language with my mum. And I think that's a major thing, because I think love languages are things that a lot of people don't understand.
I find it interesting as well because, you know, if like a lot of the time I hear, oh, you're very similar.
Yeah.
But they clash. So it's like, what is it in other people when someone's similar? Like, so from an outside perspective, someone looks and says they're very similar, but they clash. What is it about that? If they're kind of mirroring themselves, it's like I'm saying, oh shoot, I have to take responsibility for myself. So it's really interesting that people that are very similar seem to clash. Like when you think naturally they would get on.
Do you know what I think it is though? Sometimes it's the part of themselves that they haven't acknowledged, whether it be negative, positive, or indifferent. And also, you've got to remember that sometimes, you know how they say like you can't have two guys together, or I can't remember how the saying goes. It's like two bulls in a whatever, and then you can't have two hens.
Yeah.
In a kitchen. You can't have two women in a kitchen, and it's that not power and ego per se, but it kind of is in there.
I think it is ego.
Because one always has to rule the roost, if you know what I mean.
Power.
So it is in that sense. So if you've got like a mother and a daughter, because she's in that, it's like a hierarchical thing, isn't it? So if I'm the queen, for example, and you're the princess, it's almost like I know your place. Yeah. When it's your
like
time to step up. Yeah. When it's your right to step up, you will. But for now, while I'm here.
But normally the step up is outside of the environment.
Exactly.
Right? It's like, okay, I've given you all the tools for you to now control your own home.
And with that comes...
But you can't do that within my home.
Yeah.
And with that comes ignorance also.
Yes.
Because if I'm seeing it as, oh, it's my way and no other way, because I am in the position I am over you, like that, it doesn't really leave room to grow in it.
Yeah.
It's not like the right environment for growth.
It'd be interesting to see if there's anything out or any models out there of people who are living with their parents, and actually it works. Like,
what do you mean by it works though?
it works in the sense of like they're able to challenge each other without judge each other. They're able to offer space for them both to have space to be there in their own essence at their level of power.
I definitely think that there is. There is.
They probably got
there
big houses
are
too,
people
space.
there are people who have that, but I think we have to really take into account like how special you would have to be to allow that in your space, because first of all you have to let go of the ego. You have to kind of see that as like something that like prevents you from allowing that type of thing in your space. I think that you have to know that you're not always right. You have to know that some of the things that you live by as an adult are outdated.
Yeah.
You have to respect the time
Change.
that you're in. You have to respect change. You have to embrace change.
Know that nothing stays the same.
Right. But I think a key to that is having that respect. Like, so if the child has respect for their parent and the mother has respect for their child, in the sense of, okay, we are one of the same, and in order for us to grow, we both have to have somewhat of the same skills together to make that happen. If we're both gonna grow. And if like it could be as simple as I'm at a certain place to make this change happen, and the other person's not. It's over. It's a wrap. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening until the person that doesn't have the tools to make that happen realize on their own. And usually that's a process within itself. That takes like a couple of years of like practice, as in not slipping back into that space, as in holding your ego accountable for the shit that it does, or the shit that it prevents us from.
It's being able to relate, isn't it, on things. Well, if you look at relationship, relate on ship. So how to run your ship.
How to relate on the ship.
Communicate.
But then the other thing is, the biggest thing is respect a lot of the time as well. As you said.
Empathy. And empathy. Like you have to be, like that has to be, and not a lot of people see empathy for what it is.
That's true.
Do you get what I mean? So, for example, if I, like, when I question all pilgrims, that is based on the empathy that they don't show at the right time. Right time
and consistency.
Meaning, and consistency. Right time meaning when the media doesn't tell you to give a shit.
When you're not being told to do anything.
I'm talking about every single day, bar the time when something dramatic happens. Where's your empathy for your brothers, your sisters, or the people that you claim to be all one? Empathy is key. Really is.
Also, I find that with people that you are so adjusted to, or so kind of knowing, you can become compassionate fatigued. So in the sense of like, you oversee, you'll be like, oh, because you know them, or you think you know them, you're not able to show up because you have a preconceived idea about who they are. You haven't allowed for change. So like, people can say to me, oh Jay, but I know you, but you don't know the depth of what I've done. So, and that's
or
the same thing.
Are.
Or who you are becoming.
Or what you are.
Or what did you go saying? So sometimes that can then, like, the people that, especially like with your parents or with your brothers and sisters, you can not sympathise with them the same way you would a stranger.
Yeah.
Because with a stranger, you're kind of putting on an act.